Hi and welcome back to Snowdon Antiques. Today's project is this one here. Right, now that hood belongs to that case there. Okay, now it's a Llanrwst long case clock. This one I think you might have seen a video that I did before. Really nice works and dial on this one. But this clock, from what the actual story is behind it, the backstory is behind it, when the grandfather passed away, I think it was, then the clock actually fell forward at that particular time, and then the hood was smashed. Now, when people give you these type of stories, they're great. They're a nice story to go with the clock, but you know, in all reality, when you actually look at the damage sometimes on these pieces, it doesn't actually justify the backstory that goes with it. With this one, however, there's something that's quite drastic that's actually happened to it. Right, now if you look at the sides of this particular piece, there you go, that's where the original lines were for the sides. So this side has been extended and taken out. Okay? Look at the whole balance of the clock, and it looks quite square. But you come round to the side, and you can see there's a gapping at the back here. This section here is too far back. So at one time, by the looks of it, this part's come away, they've put it back on, and they've hammered it into place. This section, the whole thing needs to be ripped to bits, and then that part there has to be moved forward. So the next part of this is dismantling it. Well, here it is broken down. Now you can learn a lot from the clock when you actually cut inside it and you actually break them down. You see this double joint? What they've done is, by the looks of it, they've actually measured and marked originally for the size that they wanted it to be, and then gone, oh, made a mistake then. The dial's a little bit bigger. So what they've done is they've extended it, because if you see here, when you're looking at things like this, okay, if it was done later and they'd extended it later, there would be wax marks underneath here and here. Because you see the wax that's actually got a finish on there, but there's no finish. So it must have been changed roughly about the time that it was made. So, you know, everybody, including cabinet makers or joiners, and we all make mistakes, I suppose. When you're making these things, you go, oh, dear me. You measured it, you marked it, you cut for the joint, and then you go, oh, crap, made a mistake there. And then you just extend it and make it a little bit wider. Instead of actually replacing that length, all they've done is just moved it over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that, and then put it back to this measurement here, close the whole thing up again, happy days. Now, when we look at the top here, you can see that this top boarding at the back here, it's like a crown board. Yeah, it is really, on the inside, just behind this blind fret, okay, has got a big crack where there was another little piece attached once upon a time. Now, that's been taken down, and what I think was there was one of these. Okay, you can see where the soundboard is at the back here with the blind fret, but that's what it would have had there. If you could take that top section here and just drop it into there, then it would come to about that height, but you'd have this architectural pediment that runs across the top there. Standard feature with Llanrwst long case clocks, to be honest with you. But this being a Llanrwst one, they probably would have used the same joiner. Probably would have gone, right, what I want is a case like an Owen case. And then they would have come along and put that on it. Obviously, it's been cut down at one time to be able to fit into a room, which is a lot shorter, a smaller room, and basically they left it off. Now, I've had a word with the owners. You can see where the original markings are for this pediment, okay, on either side. So you would have had it running up like this on an angle. So I've had a word with the actual owners about this. It's going back into a small room again. So they've basically said, put it as a flat top, leave it as a flat top, don't put the architectural pediment back on. And if it ever goes to a house in future where it's got taller ceilings, if they ever wanted one putting on, there's no problem with that. We can actually do it. So we'll make it so it's so we're able to be able to put one on if and when we actually need, or whoever gets to do the job in years to come after we've finished doing it. We'll be able to do it. Right, now you can follow this one on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, all that type of gubbins, or Twitter, and see how she finishes up. So quite a bit of work still to do on it. Get it all finished. Happy days. Have a fantastic day. I know we will. Take care. Bye.